What about foods? I know that Haitians eat a lot of vegetables and fruits and things like that. What are some of your favorite meals?
Well, favorite meal actually is like a gravy, but it's not like the way they prepare it here. I don't have the actual recipe. My mom is pretty good at
It's a
it.
gravy mixed with like pork or
I think it's beef.
beef.
It's beef. And then they do that with rice, because we eat a lot of rice
Okay.
and a lot of spicy food too.
So there's a lot more like substance in it instead of just
Yeah, we
gravy,
use
like the liquid.
Yeah, we use a lot of like leaf spices and a lot of ingredients. And I don't know if they even if they even make a difference because they add so many stuff into it. But I guess they all have their flavors.
But it's pretty much most West Indian food is pretty much similar. It's like plantain,
Yeah, plantain,
rice and beans,
rice.
a lot of like different vegetables and things like that.
Yeah.
But I think the biggest things that you said, the sauce.
Yeah, but it does take, even though we do plantain and stuff like that, it's still different. It has
A slight different taste,
Slight
like
difference.
that's in Cuban food, right?
yeah,
They don't really put sauces on their food, but their food is very similar
very
to
similar
ours.
to Cuban food.
It's very
I know you
similar.
mean. Yeah.
But like,
Yeah, look.
so it's pretty much the same, but it doesn't have any sauce. They don't do a lot of heavy sauces like we do. We put whatever, like if we're cooking pork, it's pork sauce. If we're cooking beef,
Yeah.
beef sauce. We put it on everything.
And we eat a lot of, unfortunately, we do a lot of fried stuff too.
Yes.
I mean, which is we do.
So if you were to make a suggestion on a food for us to introduce to the class, what would you suggest?
Well, fried plantain, that's good. And then that, I know rice and red bean.
And I also read somewhere that most of the meat that you find in your meals is primarily eaten by the upper class. Is that particularly true? That lower class doesn't get
No, that's
a
not,
lot of the
that's not,
fine meats and
that's
things
not
like that?
true because those, the lower class, a lot of them are farmers.
Okay.
So they do have those stuff at home. Let's say they have all those chicken running around, and if they feel like eating chicken, you just grab one and
They
cook
have
it.
the livestock
Yeah, they
available
love,
to
yeah,
them.
they love, yeah.
And also, I read that lunch is the biggest meal of the day normally.
Yeah,
is that
it is.
the
Actually,
experience you
how
found
much
with it?
is big, you know? Like, I don't know, let's say, for example, French fries. You know, for some people it's a meal, but for us, it's just like a stomacher, you know? Our meal is
So
like,
you guys like to eat?
yeah, we eat a lot.
Yeah.
Do you guys eat a lot of bread?
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
A lot of bread. Mostly in the morning.
in the mornings.
Like I know for myself because I kind of right now I kind of look after my mom, and one thing I noticed, I take my mom into the medical appointments, is that a lot of older Haitians don't feel comfortable going to the doctor's office without having someone there to kind of like be a advocate for them.
But that's mostly because of the language barrier.
Okay.
You know, because let's say if you don't speak English real well, you might not be able to tell the doctor exactly what's going on with your body. You're not
Okay.
able to express yourself properly in that language.
Okay.
So I think that's probably why. But I know a lot of older, Haitians. They actually do believe more in those voodoo priests because some disease that they have, they might not believe that it was actually a medical disease. They believe that someone did it to them.
Yeah.
So they feel like the solution to this is to counteract with another voodoo.
Yeah. But not always voodoo, right? Because I know
Can I add on to that when you're finished?
Oh, okay. I know that a lot of Haitians, and also West Indians in general, they believe in like a lot of herbals. Like they'll drink like certain teas
of
for like a cold, or like if they have a rash, they'll actually try to find like a regular herb that will cure it.
Yes, they do that too.
And I know that because my mom, she will refuse to use regular drugs. If she can do it naturally first, she'll do that. I don't know if that's how it is in Haiti as well.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah.
And I also see at the facility a lot of the Haitian workers there, they won't eat the food that's provided. They'll bring in their own stuff. Was it hard for you to like transition to eating American food, or do you eat mostly Haitian food still?
No, I'm not. Well, I do eat a lot of Haitian foods because my mom and fiance, they
Does she eat
no, she,
mostly
she, no, she
Haitian?
doesn't. Like I said earlier, there's like a slight different taste, and it makes all the difference.
Okay.
You know, because like let's say if you used to be eating like taste something that kind of way for like 30
So she
years.
eats a Haitian diet.
Haitians, yeah.
Like,
Okay, so kind of along what he was saying, you know, I had read about like death and dying rituals, and the preparation seems to really, there's a lot of detail to it. Like there's a family spokesperson that goes in and, you know, gets everybody in the family together when a person is about to die. Usually it's more expected in an older person. When it's a younger person that's dying, they really don't have the time to go through the preparation, and they usually blame something supernatural, kind of like the voodoo or bad spirits type of a thing, which is kind of what he was saying, how they try to, you know, do everything like they want to try unmedical things first, and then
Well, I believe that what you just said, without being true 100%, probably maybe 30 years ago. But as of right now, I mean, Haiti is it's very Americanized.
Yeah.
We don't, I mean, the country is pretty divided. And then some people still do that, but for a lot of people, we just normal, just like Americans do. Like, we go to the hospital and die, you know. Like, not all, like, especially the younger generation. We don't really practice. Like,
yeah.
like kind of touching on that, the same topic, I noticed that, and just speaking to a lot of older people, I think Christianity as a whole is just a lot bigger now in
Yeah.
Haiti. And like, I know here, a lot of Haitians are either Baptist or they're Catholic. I don't think, from what I've heard, not a lot of people bring from.
they don't really practice voodoo, but they still believe that it does exist.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They still have it in their mind that it does exist.
Is it,
And I can tell, I mean, he does exist. That's what I believe. He does it. I don't practice it, but I know it's there.
And what about family life? Like, is the mother in control? Is the father?
No.
Is there a alpha?
I'm pretty conservative. Like, the man is the man, you know? The man is the man.
Are women more so do like housework and things like that, and men go out and make the money and things like
Yeah,
that?
that's how it is. Because my mom was a housewife and my dad was all the
So your mom does all the cooking, did all the cooking and cleaning and everything while your dad went out and made the money.
But she did work, but not a lot. My dad was, you know, good bread.
And are you, I mean, did they bring you up to, like, you are to be the breadwinner and your wife is to do the same as
You know,
your
like
mom
I said,
did?
a lot of things have changed. You know, a lot of these views, they reflected back, you know, 20 years ago or 10 years ago. But right now, it's changing. Like, women, they're more powerful right now. And they go to school, they do their things. You know, it's not the same anymore.
Right.
The country has changed.
How long do Haitian kids tend to stay with their parents? Like, I know in some cultures they stay there until they get married. With us, well, at least in my
Most of us
family,
try to leave
you know,
by 18.
Americans, yeah, we're out the door by 18.
Your parents are not going to kick you out. They don't kick you out. You want to stay there until you're 40, 50? That's still your house, regardless. They're not going to say you 18, get out. No. It's my house.
Do they actually like want you to stay there so you can take care of
Yeah,
them when they get older?
No, they don't want you to stay because they like worry about you. You know, they love you and then they don't want you to go away. And then sometimes if you say you want to go away, they get mad at you. You know, they say you want to go and chasing girls and do other stuff. You just tell you don't want to stay here. And they're overprotective kind of parents.
Was it hard for you to leave your family maybe? Or
Yeah.
your father?
Yeah, you know, but I mean, my dad's, he comes here every 2-3 months. He just don't want to stay here. So I get to see him a lot. So it's not that hard.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
I got 3 sisters. I don't have any brothers.
Are they younger or older?
I got like 2 uncles and 1 uncle.
So are your parents more strict with them than they are with you?
Of course, you know, the mentality is the fact. I mean, they're really very strict on the girls, and the boys they let you. Because I was very spoiled, you know. So they let you do like whatever you want. Because I mean, I learned how to cook and do a lot of stuff here in the United States, like cooking or cleaning. I've never done those stuff in my life. You know, I learned to do it here. They bring me breakfast in my bed, but my own sisters, they do it. You know, they ought to do it. But they should be able to pick up their husband. That's the, you know.
Well, like as nurses, what can we do for the Haitian community to kind of educate them on, on their health care and things like that?
I don't believe it's a problem here in the United States for nurses because a lot of Haitians here they have that information, because we like a lot of younger and that's like second or third generation of Haitian, and then we know pretty much a lot of stuff. I think nurses can make a difference if they actually go to the country.
I was going to say the same thing. I read the PowerPoint presentation that I was getting my information from. She was a Haitian American nurse, and she actually put together a group and went over to Haiti and was taking care of the Haitians there.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And so that's where a lot of her information was gathered. So I can see what he's saying with, Haitians over here being very Americanized because
And I'm sure it
they've been
helps a
around
lot
this.
because a large amount of the Haitian population here is in healthcare. There's
Right.
CNAs, LPNs,
Even
aides, things like
housekeepers,
that.
they
Exactly.
see a lot.
In our interview with a Haitian American, we discussed topics on religion, food preference, death and dying, and family dynamics, and the way Haitian Americans approach healthcare. The next segment will give an example of how a nurse can provide teaching to the Haitian.
Patients, I want you to use gloves and let's find some hand
Quel que
sanitizer.
soit bagay, quel que soit sou moun.
It'll stop somewhere, wherever they're.
Ok,
Wherever
ok,
their
ok.
temperature is.
Debi nou ap kote l kampe a, se la.
And then I'm not going to do this to you because I'll make you throw up. But push in really hard
Kuna.
and out.
Ou pre, se pa kon sa non ta de fel, li di l pa fem sa, si l fem sa, pre moun nan du.
Okay, go kind of like, not totally because we might hurt it. Go kind of like as if it gets stuck. I'm totally showing them the Heimlich maneuver. Can you believe this?
Li di
Then
fon ti avanse.
my leg is catching.
Weli, piem, se li, se piel ki
So I
kembe.
can slowly
Weli,
lower you.
ou ka, weli, li ka toujou fon ti besen tout piti.
And
Katana.
Tatiana. Okay, Tatiana. And Jeanette. Perfect. Dairy. Right. Test to check for dehydration.
E sa se yon bon chien ki montre bien plat, ni pa pise.
All right. If someone is dehydrated,
Si yon moun desidrate,
when you let go,
si le lage pou a. Ok?
good? Okay.
Pou aplise.
That's a good test.
Sa, se yon bon examen ki montre moun nan li desidrate. Sa, se yon examen, sa son test ki montre.
Felt a headache at some point.
Gen ket nan moun ki kon gen tet fè mal.
Oui. Have you ever experienced a migraine
Gen-
headache, or do
gen-
you know anyone who has?
Gen nan nou, gen
So, tell me about what you do when you have a headache. How do you handle that?
tim ki sa ou
Haiti is a Caribbean country of over 8 million people that shares the island of Hispaniola with the Dominican Republic. Haiti continues to suffer as the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. One of the results of its poor economy is a lack of adequate health care for the Haitian people, half of whom are age 18 or younger. The health problems are enormous, but most impacted are women and children. Women of childbearing age have an average of 5 babies, mostly delivered at home with a significant risk of tetanus and other birth complications. The population is also at risk to cancer, diabetes, hypertension, tuberculosis, HIV/AIDS, and other communicable diseases. Haiti's infant mortality is 80 deaths per 1,000 live births, a rate 13 times that of the United States. The rate of mothers dying in childbirth is 52 per 10,000, 52 times that of the U.S., and the death rate of children under 5 years of age is also very high, 12 times the rate in the United States. One way to help meet the healthcare needs in Haiti is to increase the number of healthcare professionals, especially nurses. Although there is concern about a nursing shortage in the United States, in Haiti there is only 1 nurse per 10,000 people, compared to 77 per 10,000 people in the U.S.